Hi guys, Jeanine here, making another salmon recipe. I'm at the stove because it's a little bit easier, and I made the salmon in the oven, and now I'm going to show you the stovetop version. And it's really quick and easy. It's not fast, but it's simple. I'm letting some oil heat up. I have my ingredients all out. I'll go through them with you as we talk and I show you the recipe. But there's something I want to say quickly to everybody and share it because I didn't know. And I read it somewhere or learned. The way to know when salmon's not good and you see them, look how pretty this one is. And look at the skin real close up. See, there's no cracks or anything. When you see the skin cracked like you do in the supermarkets because they don't have a big turnover, that is not good salmon. Please don't buy it. Another indication is a fishy smell. Although this may be farm raised, it's in beautiful shape and I trust where it's been farmed and it's delicious because I've had it. It's the Aldi I got yesterday in my haul. Okay. Now I'm going to put it in the pan, skin down. And it's another trick I just learned myself to save time. Put it in skin down in the oil. Okay. And I'm going to do about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, right? So instead of pre-seasoning it while it was there, I'm going to season it while it's in the pan to save time, 114. So here we go. It's grilling on one side, and you don't do two sides because it has the skin, okay? So it's, wait, let me start in order of my own understanding. In my mind, I have it memorized. Salt, pepper, so it's a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, salt. I'm going to make this seasoning. Salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, okay, and paprika. This is my blend that I love on meats, chicken. I use this several times on chicken. It rarely changes for me. If you watch me cook enough, you'll say that's her favorite. She loves that combination. And put a little more. Okay. I just do. It just tastes good on fish, on salmon, on chicken, on fillets. I just really enjoy it. All right, let me get this. Let me see the right thing so I could turn it. Okay. All right. We got 3 more minutes. I'm going to move it around. This is a non-stick pan, which is really kind of good when you're doing the salmon with the skin. If it was stainless steel, the hint is don't touch it or turn it. It's not ready to turn until the skin releases on its own, and you'll feel it. You'll see it. You'll just try to nudge it a little with tongs or a wooden spoon or fork or whatever you're using. That's when you can turn it. But in non-stick, it's a lot easier. Okay. Now, the recipe I watched for this because it was similar to my combination of flavorings, the butter, garlic, parsley. That's another trio or four-piece thing I like. You'll see. Let me see if I should put this a little bit up. It's on a 7. I moved it to an 8. Okay. See, the skin is bunching up. The salmon is crunching up. I'm going to wait the full 4 minutes. We got 2 more, and then I'll flip it. But again, what I was going back to is the original recipe I was inspired by floured it first without seasoning. And or if he okay, dipped it in seasoned flour. For me, that's a little bit of a headache because you have to put the flour and this and that. And I understand the reasoning. It's to thicken the sauce that's going to come after. After we saute it, we're going to take it out and make a pan sauce and put it back in and baste it. That's the thing here. What we're going to do, and that's a method. It's a technique. You know, if you don't like the seasoned blend, you can do your own. It's really the technique to do a salmon on the stovetop to grill it is what I'm trying to share and show you. And as always, I'll take this time to tell everybody, if you like me, my content, my recipes, please hit that subscribe button. It helps my channel grow so that I continue doing videos and know that you like them. Okay, we'll get a basting spoon. See? Okay, we got 1 more minute. That didn't take too long. 1 more minute before we turn her. I'll put it back down. And don't worry, in the finished result, if you don't like skin, I peel mine right off. It comes up very easily on salmon. That's the beauty of it. Okay. Get my orange juice. It's early here. This is going to be my lunch. I just had a cup of coffee. Have some orange juice. I like it in a fancy glass. Mm. I'm telling you guys, if you saw the Aldi haul from yesterday, this was a $5 piece. Fabulous. 118. Okay, it's cooked for 4 minutes. Let's turn her. Now look at that skin. I don't know if you can see, but it is fabulous. When I pull it out, I'll show you. Now it gets 4 minutes on that side. We'll see. Maybe we'll give it a little less. I don't know. I'm going to work it and move it. And this isn't a thick piece, so that I'm saying it varies. If you have a thin piece, of 3 minutes on each side. Maybe finish in the oven for 2 minutes. Some people do a combo. Stovetop and finish in the oven to make their gravies. There's so many ways to make salmon. Will rack your brain. Trust me. I have about 2 or 3, and that's it for me. I'm not going to go crazy. When I wanted different ways, I'll go out and eat it. The other day, I was in Publix, and I saw the cedar plank. Now, you guys know, you've seen my shorts. If you watch me, I love Seasons 52, and every time I go there, I order the same thing. Cedar plank salmon, okay? I love it. They prepare it so well there. It's delicious, and I just always get it. So now I see the plank in Publix. I'm turning it to get the side edges. And I see it, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do this at home. I got so excited, and then I started reading on the thing. This little board has to go through like a conditioning period. It has to get like several things done to it before you can cook with it. I said, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I'm a home cook. I'm a simple cook. I'm not looking to complicate my life or my food. I just require one thing, deliciousness, as I'm sure you all do. I'm getting a little smoky. I don't want to have to put my fan on. We're on Crazy Girl Stove, unfortunately. She starts out slow, and you don't think she's going to get as hot as she does, but she does. Let that get a nice sear on it. Okay, another minute. So the Aldi haul was a lot of fun. I love that. That was only my 3rd time. I'm starting to get a little hooked. I really like it. But I can't go buying food every week like that. I don't use everything from there. My main go-to is Publix for our daily food and simple things I need. But I am gearing up to do a Trader Joe haul because I haven't been in months, and I love certain things there that I want to share with everyone. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out now because it is seared pretty well. I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, beautifully seared. See the skin? Okay, beautiful. Now I'm going to let that cool, and it's going to continue to cook a little bit. Now we're going to make a sauce. I'm going to let a little bit of this oil out, okay, so the pan can heat down. I'm going to let a little bit out. Okay. Oop, sorry. Oop, technical difficulties, technical difficulties. Okay. I took pretty much most of it out. All right, now we're going to add butter. Okay. Seems like a lot, but it's not. Add butter. Let that saute a minute. And then we got my wine, my handy wine. That's another, you'll see my sauce if you pay attention enough. It's butter, garlic, wine, and parsley. Same thing we put on the baked salmon, but it does taste different when you grill it and you make the sauce in this manner. It does. It has a different taste because the butter is fried and not broiled. Something you'll see if you guys do this recipe. And I always, let me put the garlic in now. Okay, let that get a minute. And then we're going to make a basting sauce. Okay, let's that cook a minute. Saute. Garlic only takes a minute, kind of like 30 seconds. The minute you smell it, it's already done its thing, and it's time to add your other components. Wow. Just butter and garlic. Do we need anything else? Really? Okay. Let's put some wine. There you go. And we're going to put a little bit of water and chicken bouillon. See how hot my stove gets? We're going to put a little bit of chicken bouillon because we don't have sauce to put. So we're going to add the bouillon. You know what? Let's use the better than bouillon. It's easier and it's a richer taste and it'll help you get to use it if you like and to work with it. Let's put a little bit of better than bouillon into the sauce. It is rich in flavor, the better than bouillon. I like working with it myself, to be honest with you. It's nice. Let's get some water. Crank her up a bit. See if we need any more. I doubt it. Okay, let that simmer a second. Now, here's the other thing I want to share with you guys. I said it when I was making my sausage and broccoli rabe pasta, and I'm also in the process of organizing my now 200 videos or more into playlists so you can find things easier. And when I, refer to them, you could go right to it and get it. What I was saying in that, and this goes for every source from me, I'm not a teacher, I'm not dictating, I'm just trying to share what I have and know from experience. When you're doing any sauce, whether it be a butter wine sauce, a brown gravy, anything, and you fear that it may not be thick enough, excuse me, I just got to get a proper spoon for it. If you fear it may not be thick enough, because when I was learning to cook and starting out, that was a big thing for me. All my sauces used to fall thin. I didn't understand why. But then with time you learn. Then you learn what a slurry is. Slurry is cornstarch and water. Like 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 2 teaspoons of cold water. It must be cold or it won't thicken. But this is what I do now for future. I always keep a little slurry near me. Most times I don't need it. But if you do, you see, this is pretty watery right now. We're going to put the salmon back in. We're going to try to baste it and continue the cooking process with it. Put the salmon back in. That's wine, butter, garlic, better than bouillon chicken with a little bit of water. Okay. That's all we did. That's all we got. Everything's pretty much cooked. All we're going to do now is baste the salmon in these juices. Okay. Just baste them. The sauce is going to thicken while we do that, and the salmon's going to cook further through and get beautiful. When you see the finished plate, you're going to say, good deal. I have to watch it a little bit. I know you can't see your best vantage here. You can, but that gorgeous piece of salmon is basting in here. The sauce is thickening as it's sizzling. Okay. Now I'm going to flip the salmon once more to get the brown side. So it may take a little bit of the seasoning off, but no worries, because I want it to make sure it's cooked through. Like my shrimp, I don't like my salmon raw in the middle. A lot of restaurants ask you, it's like steak. How do you want it prepared? Rare, medium rare, or rare, which is a pink center, which I'm not comfortable with. So if you're like me, just remember that when you're out, or maybe you're trying salmon for the first time. I don't know. I just know I did not know from when I started to eat it that there are levels of cooking, is what I was really trying to say. I didn't know that. But you learn. You learn real quick. Alrighty, we're almost there. We're almost done. Now what we're going to do, the end part, we're going to take the parsley that I minced up here. That parsley is the last component. Let's put that baby in. Okay. Parsley is for flavor and for color on a sauce. I like it. I always use it on all the fish. It's a nice touch. Add some greenery. See, now what the butter has done and the cooking process, that's another thing I learned. I'll share. When you add components to make a pan sauce and they say, oh, let it reduce down, just sheerly letting it cook down makes it thicken. It thickens as it cooks down. So there is how your sauce gets thick, and you don't have to worry. Ooh, that is looking good. That is looking good in the neighborhood. I think we're going to take her out now. Let me get my, I have a special thing that I should use. I bought it. This is a fish spatula that I have for years. and always forget and fail to use, but not today because it's shaped properly to pick up the whole piece of fish, okay? Which looks beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys. The sauce is done. Our mission is completed here. And I'm going to pour some sauce over it. Wow. Yum, yum, yum. And I'm not going to go crazy because I'm watching carbs, guys, a little bit this week because I've been eating like a beast. I love my own cooking. And there is the finished salmon. I'm going to lower the camera just for your viewing. That. Beautiful. Butter wine sauce dripping all over the place. Cooked to perfection. All right. Let me put the camera up. I'll do a taste for you. I'll do it. Let me see. I got this all discombobulated now. Okay. Alrighty, let's get a little fork. Do a quick taste and we'll say adios, my YouTubers. Cooked perfect. Okay. Sauce should be delicious. We'll see. Oh my God. Whether you cook it in this manner or not, or you have your own stovetop recipe, try this Aldi salmon. It's delicious. The price is incredible. What a wonderful dish. I'm going to just have a salad or some spinach with it. As always, love you all. See you in the next video. And remember to hit that subscribe button.